Hi, Eleanor here. I'd like to tell you about my day. This is December 31st, 1935. I wonder if anyone else glories in cold and snow, without an open fire within, and the luxury of a tray of food all by oneself in one's own room. I realize it sounds extremely selfish and a little odd to look upon this as a festive occasion. Nevertheless, last night was a festive occasion, for I spent it in this way. The house was full of young people, and my husband had a cold and was in bed having milk toast for supper. So I said a polite good night to everyone, and at 7:30 closed my door, lit my fire, and settled down to a nice long evening by myself. I read things which I had in my briefcase for weeks: a report on educational work in the CCC camps, a copy of Progressive Education dealing with the problems of youth, the first copy of a magazine edited by a group of young people, a chapter in a manuscript, and I went to sleep at 10:30. As I haven't been to bed for weeks before 1 a.m., and often later, this was so unusual that I awoke this morning with a feeling that I must have slept for several years. Well, today was a grand contrast. 16 for lunch, and my guest on my right was Mr. Reagan of Groton School, who long watched over our boys and the boys of many other people, and who is, I think, one of the best beloved masters in the school. He certainly is a very wise man and has a delicious sense of humor. One youngster who was staying with us here remarked, "Every meal is different in this house. Yesterday we talked about philosophies of government. Today we talked about movies and punching." I smiled to myself, for it would be very hard to be dull with only 2 people over 30 at the table, and all the others bursting with youth and energy.